Hey, it's Jackie Bros on here.
They said it couldn't be done.
Who did?
They said no one will elect that man. He is a gas bag.
He won every...
He is awful to look at. He has the personality of a dead animal.
Yeah.
That is just alive enough to bite your dick.
Hey, what? No, I don't want to hear him say it that way.
You ever watch them veterinary shows where they have to go out in the field and get that sick fox or that hurt raccoon?
Those animals don't bite their fangs. What?
And they always say, are you wearing your genital pads?
Just enough.
They said that this dick
I'm not going to sit there and listen to you say that over and over again. Things are bad enough already. I don't want to hear that on top.
This awful person could not win. They said he did not have the votes. They said that our community would not accept someone as loathsome. And yet, here it is. I'm sitting with new Murfreesboro Mayor Jackie Broles.
Well, I don't.
Hard to believe.
No.
I guess congratulations on
Thank
order.
you. I got to come up with like a little victory speech I got to make later on, but that's just. I ain't here. People don't want to hear about me and all that. That's just something that it is, and I'm thankful for everybody to come out and vote for me, and I won't make an apology to them right now if I can, because I need to go. Because I said, did I not say you said you lie to people? You say this, say that.
I was saying
nope.
You don't lie. You say,
no, sir.
If I get in, people are saying I'm going to fix the Murfreesboro Museum popcorn machine.
No, I never said
it true?
that.
I don't know. That's what I was telling you.
But I'm not going to lie to people. That's what the.
Well, apparently you don't have to lie to people. You just make up nonsense. Apparently
I didn't want to do that either. I never wanted to run for office, but there was a lot at stake with this particular election, and I felt I had to stand up. I had to make a stand, and so be it. That's what I did. But let me say now, I know a lot of y'all knew that I was trying to be mayor because I wanted to make a pass that the Jackie's Market is historical because there's a beam in the middle of the store from back Civil War. It goes...
Folks, if you're just tuning in, if you haven't listened to any of our podcasts before, let me just say that Jackie's Market has come under the ownership due to some bad deals he made back when Crud was alive. Crud was Murfreesboro's premier Jackie Broles.
I was up against some Nashville lawyers, so I ain't no dummy, but at the same time.
Frank,
well.
And they now own Jackie's Market. It's now Nashville Lawyers Market.
Well, that's what it is now.
Jackie back as sort of an assistant, just sort of a gopher, just somebody they can yell at.
I quit. I ain't going to do that. I ain't got to work for them no more. That's what I'm saying now. People, I appreciate you electing me, and I needed the votes to get it, and I was going to, first thing I was going to do was say that beam was historical so they could not change. They were going to tear it down.
That was the whole reason you ran, was to save Jackie's Market.
They're going to tear it down. And it was going to be the law offices of Nashville Lawyers Hot Chicken.
Yeah.
And that's what they want to do.
Hot chicken is very popular, and everybody needs a lawyer. You fall off a ladder at Lowe's looking for the paint rollers.
Well,
you run into somebody in the drive-thru because you get distracted masturbating.
Right.
I may be getting a phone call. I don't know.
Did you cut it off?
I have no idea. I couldn't tell you.
I don't know how it works either.
I couldn't tell you.
Well, I sit there because this and here I can see myself in still. This one here.
We're trying to do Facebook Live.
This was a bad idea.
Podcast.
You can barely pull one of them off, let alone two things at the same time. Well, there it is.
Luckily, we've only got one. Is
that still going?
That's still going. We got one more podcast after this.
Well, let me just say, get it out right now. I know you want me to get in there, Mayor, make Jackie's Market historical so they couldn't shut it down. They're going to just take it down. They've already owned it.
That's why people told me. I did some exit polls, and they said, well, I don't like Jackie Broles for the way he smells.
All right, nobody
said that. I think it's a shame what them Nashville lawyers have done. Come down here. The barbecue's delicious. I like to vape on the luxurious vaping porch. I do enjoy all the different Wi-Fi passwords.
All right, enough.
And cell phone charging stations. But I feel bad for him. I don't want them to tear that store down. I personally don't care for hot chicken. and they said that they were going to vote for you so that you could keep Jackie's Market.
Well,
It's a Murfreesboro landmark, thanks to Red State Update.
Well,
People all over this country know it.
Just wait a second before you
And
go.
now, no matter what happens tonight over here with John King and his magic map, I have no idea what's going to happen over there. But I can tell you that if you come to Murfreesboro, Tennessee, in this country, this divided country, where things are changing even as we speak, and John King points,
Yeah.
you will always find Jackie's Market.
Well, no.
Even when we take this show off the air, tomorrow we're going to do some videos. It's going to be our last Red State Update videos. Even if Trump wins,
true, but
even if Trump wins, we thought, if Trump wins, are we going to quit? Because we'll be so mad, but we may still quit.
yeah.
And we got one podcast, possibly two, if we can't wrap it all up in one more. All that will be gone.
All right, just shut your mouth. Enough.
Jackie's Market stands.
Look, I had to talk to these Nashville lawyers. The reason I got in there, I was going to make it historical so they couldn't shut it down, or tear it down, I should say, and put up this new place. Well, I got to talking again, and I talked to them, and they're not bad people. They just trying to do business like anybody else, good businessmen. And I tell you what, I'm up there in age. I've been there a long time. They knew I was going to make it historical, so they couldn't go through with the plans. But they settled with me. And let me say, I'm ready to retire, ready to go. They can have it. It's already, they can take the beam, everything. It don't matter. They may take it out and put it in the Murfreesboro Museum. So you got something new there, not popcorn or whatever. But I'm going to, I know I ain't the kind of person to talk about money, never have been. And I don't talk about that sort of thing. But let's just say, hey, the Nashville lawyer make it, whatever, if they want it bad enough, they'll pay for it, and they paid for it, and it's theirs. So I think next couple months, something they have it all tear down, they're going to be, and that's my sponsor, by the way. They give me a lot more money, $25. I say that right now, but they gave me that too, as far as being a sponsor on the show. And that's the law offices of Nashville Lawyers Hot Chicken. Formerly used to be where Jackie's Market stood, and I'm not a huge fan of hot chicken, but I'm going to try it, because those fellas smart enough to do all that lawyering they do. They're probably smart enough to make some good hot chicken. And that ain't my thing necessarily, but I'll give it a shot. So, we'll welcome them to Murfreesboro.
So let me get this straight.
Huh?
You're rich now?
Well, I didn't say I'm not
You're
going.
rich
I'm
and
not
the mayor?
Not going to talk.
And nobody likes you.
What do you
You're
mean
just
nobody
like
likes
Donald
me?
Trump.
Oh, shut your mouth. Don't say that. Everything's bad enough already. I don't want to hear that. No, it's a totally different situation. Look, I'm ready to retire. You talk about people like
You can't retire. You're the mayor now.
That ain't no real job. You know that. What kind of job is that?
That's true.
You go around, shake people's hand, and cut something up, whatever. Anybody can do
cut
that.
Anything. I think you have to.
No, says just cut the thing when the thing happens and give keys. Don't they do that? It's all Batman to give giant keys to people. They said mayor don't do anything.
Well, listen, Mayor Brawls, if you can get Batman to move to Murfreesboro, you can give him a giant anything you want. Till then, you're full of hot air like every other politician.
Whatever.
And America hates politicians, according to John King, who is slowly, like a nice warm bath, letting us know that Donald Trump is winning this election.
Yeah, he winning the election.
You don't get right into a hot bath. You sink slowly into it.
Hey.
And that we're sinking slowly into a bath that John King drew for us. It's also blood red, like this map.
He won every single thing. He just kept going on and winning. So, people going to say Russia did this or whatever. Whoever helped him, I don't know. I don't know how it happened, but he won every time. Why is this time supposed to be less surprising than everything else?
Folks, let me tell you, if you're watching this on Facebook Live, just want to let you know that this is the podcast that you can listen to tomorrow. We just threw up a Facebook Live, so if people are like, what the fuck are they talking about? It's our impenetrable podcast backstory. Jackie Brawls is now mayor of Murfreesboro.
Well, you call me that. That's right, Mayor Broles.
It was touch and go there for a while because I really thought that son of a bitching cobbler guy was going to take it from you.
Watch your mouth.
When they were talking to the exit polls, people were saying, "I hate that man. He is so mean."
It was close.
I love that
cobbler's delicious. So if a vote for him, I think was a vote for that cobbler. It wasn't necessarily.
I voted for him.
Well, yeah, you voted for him. What? Where the hell you gonna go now? You gonna hang out here at Hot Chicken all the time? Where you gonna steal beer from? You the one hurting, not me.
Jackie, I know that I'm hurting.
Yep.
I got Mayor Broles, Hot Chicken, John King telling me Trump's winning.
Yeah.
Listen, folks, keep it together.
Well,
Last night, I tell you what, after Don Podge's funeral, folks, if you didn't hear it last week, Don Podge, he was investigating
rest
these,
in peace.
Jackie the Strangler murders of all the killings of all the folks around here that look like Jackie Broles. I could explain this if you haven't heard this part. But I'll just let it dangle.
It was a living hell.
The last 10 episodes of our podcast.
It was a living hell is what it was for me. So coming out on being mayor and retired, I didn't see that coming, but so be it, it did. There you go.
As mayor, how will you protect our citizens from future Jackie the
That's
Stranglers?
the police's job.
I
know.
I think you're in charge of the police.
Well, tell them to do the work, do the job, make sure nobody, That's what else can I do? I'm not a police officer.
I don't know. I think more than that. I think you can call them in and come up with a plan. You can have like some sort of off-site.
If one comes to me, I'll give them a call. Otherwise, I say just, do what you're supposed to.
How is that different from you being mayor than when you weren't being mayor, just sitting on your couch mad at the police?
I don't know any difference as far as I'm concerned. Hopefully now that I'm mayor, I won't be as mad, as I was sometimes.
No, and you got all that Nashville lawyer money.
Well, I'm just saying,
you put that in a bank? Could you bury that in a coffee can in your backyard like all your other millions?
Well, ain't nothing in the backyard bank anywhere like that. Don't even think. Now listen.
Nobody else calls their backyard a bank except you.
I did not. You called it that. Don't talk about my backyard that way. You're going to give people ideas and they're going to get hurt. So don't tell people something's where it ain't.
All I'm going to say is 13 paces from the rusted lawn chair.
Just shut you. You don't know the first thing he's talking about. Now, look, me and the police had run-ins, didn't get along, but they took this thing off my leg. And
how's that rash?
It gets cleared up. It's gone from green to purple. So
that's
purple.
Not cleared up. That's just changing colors.
Well, that's a better color than green, isn't it?
I don't know.
And
who makes that decision?
It don't.
Mayor?
It
Proclamation, purple better than green.
It don't.
I can see how this is gonna go.
Oh,
fascist.
Hell. Just shut your mouth. Don't even start saying that. That ain't. It ain't itching like it was. When it green, it just hurt. When it's purple, it itches. I'll take itching over hurt.
I'm glad you wasn't elected doctor. Went to Don Podge's funeral yesterday, folks, and I got a little tight afterwards. I guess you could say I tied one on. It was sad. It was sad when I got up there and I remembered, thanks to Wikipedia and damn old Guy Lancaster, when I was looking at our Wikipedia, which is a good read, folks, on Facebook Live who are joining us. You might want to go read our Wikipedia. Go down to the podcast section. Guy Lancaster really done a lot of good work. We should have had him just script out the rest of the episodes.
Well, there's still time.
Fill in the blanks. Yeah, maybe he should just go in there and update. But folks, I want to tell you, I forgot that Don Podge had those Dom bots at one point. Those robot duplicates of himself.
Oh, we had everybody confused. I remember now. Yeah,
you could take your receipts to him, and instead of Don Podge throwing them in the trash, the robot would just throw them around the room. That was quite a sight.
I'd forgotten that too. Yeah.
I'm basically just quoting our Wikipedia now, but I started inspecting Don Podge's corpse, who, by the way, was dressed as the Undertaker.
I saw him in there, yeah.
And
he used to dress up like, he dressed up like lots of people, a master of disguise.
He was a complete master of disguise.
But he
defender of freedom.
He'd gone that wrestler Undertaker a few times, yeah. Does it look like him, too?
Look just like him. Yeah, I thought the Undertaker had died.
Yeah.
which according to Facebook, he's been close to a few times.
But
I think he's coming back. I think he's making a comeback.
Oh, good for I
you
like.
can't
He
keep
scared
Undertaker
me.
down.
He scared me, but he's good. Yeah,
you
he's good
cannot
wrestler.
keep him down.
Yeah.
I mean, I think you're getting to the point where you can keep him down. Like probably another couple years you'll be able to keep him down, but right now, you cannot keep him down. And I started snooping around, looking at Don Podge, see if there was any bolts or screws or any sort of robotic demeanor that might let me know that Don Podge was with Miss Phillips and her kitty pillows and them border children somewhere in a secret love nest, but not with their children. They're adopted them children. But
Well, he threatened to do that a few times, didn't he? He said he was going to. He said if I want to, I could disappear like that. He'd snap his finger to you.
But as far as I could tell, this was actually Don Podge dressed up like the Undertaker.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure. But where are those Don bots is my question.
I don't know. Did they put them in a garage somewhere or something?
Like
I don't know what they did
with them. If they're still
with
around, couldn't we just start one of them up and have like the next best thing to Don Podge? I mean, half the time you don't know whether Nick Fury is actually Nick Fury or a life model decoy.
Who?
So what I'm saying is maybe if we can find whatever storage unit he put these Dom bots in, we can get 2 or 3 of them running around. They'll be defending our freedoms. They'll be telling us we don't have to pay the government taxes.
Yeah.
I mean, the last time we saw him, he was so happy about them Oregon militiamen getting off. And then the next time I see him, he's dressed up like you, Dad. And then the next time I see him, he's dressed up like the Undertaker, Dad. It would do me so much good to have a robot version of him running around, dressed like him.
If a robot knows how to strike some matches, it'd be just like having him here. I say that. But I don't mean that as any offense to Don Podge, you know.
So I was a little depressed after the funeral, so I got a little tight. I got a little drunk. I tied one on.
That's typical. Yeah, you gonna do it again tonight, ain't you?
Let me just say that Wolf Blitzer is calling Ohio for Donald J. Trump.
How much more has he got till he wins?
I don't know. This is going to be fun for you to listen to tomorrow if you listen to the podcast and you're in bed and you wake up. Or like, let's say you're watching all this tonight and you don't like the Trump and you're like, oh my gosh, I can't handle this. Oh, shit. I'm turning this off and going to bed. And then you're going to listen to this podcast tomorrow. It's going to be the same damn thing over and over again, except you're living vicariously through me and Jackie, which is worse. I got drunk and I wound up, I will say, with your employees, the Murfreesboro Police Department. They had me in the drunk tank. And
doing the job then. Good for them. Won't commend them for that. Glad to know you're on the job, policeman.
I think you have to have meetings with them or something. I'm pretty sure you have to probably meet with the police.
I'm going to go make a speech as soon as we get here. I'll go make a victory speech, and I'm sure there'll be something there. I'll tell them, good job.
I may just hang out in drunk tanks more often. I really am. The loss of Jackie's market is going. Do you think you could hire me as a police officer?
I ain't hiring you. You think that's just handing money to somebody for free.
And a gun.
I'm not giving you neither one of those, a job or a gun. No.
It would be great if I had one of them.
I could see if there's something in the mailroom, something like that. I don't know.
Do you get a gun in the mailroom?
No, you don't get a gun in the damn mailroom. No.
Do you get to tell women that you're a police officer?
No. You know. You don't go give your mail just because you work in the mailroom. Don't mean you can lie to whoever the hell you want.
All right. I'll tell you what, Jackie. I'll think about it.
Well, don't think too long because see what happens, yeah.
I was sitting there in that drunk tank, and they brought somebody in. They said that they'd picked this man up for acting mysteriously. He looked a lot like you, Jackie.
Everybody these days looks like me. What's new? They trying to put a stop to that. People quit dressing up because they wind up.
Truck Jekyll, current sitting mayor, Truck Jekyll, Bane Jekyll Jr. We lost him a couple podcasts ago. And because he was murdered, they had to give the mayorship to his male heir, who is Truck Jekyll, allegedly. They haven't done a blood test.
And they've done a blood test on that. Some people say it may be somebody else's boy.
Truck Jekyll thought people dressing up like Jackie looked stupid. But he said Jackie could do it because Jackie looked double stupid.
Oh, shut up. We'll see what they have to say when I get in there.
He's just a little kid. There's something wrong with him.
Something ain't right. Yeah, I don't take it personally.
Folks. Do you know who that was they brought in, Jackie? And I wasn't sure about it at first. At first I was suspicious, but then I realized it was host Ghost Hurtbird.
It was who?
It was Hurt Ghostbird.
Don't start saying that stuff like that.
It
Ghost
was Hurt Ghostbird,
No,
but as a man.
that don't even make any sense.
He shapeshifts. And I was suspicious, so I sit there. And I'll also be honest, I was drunk and on mushrooms.
That's well, then you crazy on drugs. You see birds and ghosts and everything, and I don't think that's cute. Scaring the city like that. We've been through enough with hurt birds and ghost birds and all that stuff, and I think better whatever it is you got to say is better left unsaid, because I think bringing that stuff up, that's just asking for bad luck right there. So don't be cute on your drugs, and I don't care what you say. I don't want to hear about it.
He come in and he sat down, and I looked at him, and he looked at me, and I said, "Are you who I think you are?" And he said, "I don't know. It depends. Who do you think I am?" And then he coughed, and some feathers come out of his mouth.
Oh, hell.
And I said, "Are you Ghost Hurt Bird, but as a man? Are you the ghost bird that turns into a man?" And he took an egg out of his mouth.
You was on drugs.
And then he took his hat off, and he was bald, and it looked like an egg. And his nose looked like a beak, but it was a nose. Some of this, my vision was blurry.
Nobody wants to hear what crazy things you're saying on drugs in the drunk tank. Nobody, that's not any...
I said, "What is it you want? Why are you here?" And he said, "I want 3 people. Nurse Jimmy, Dr. Bird Lady,
What?
and Mayor Jackie Broles." I said, "Mayor? He ain't mayor yet." And he said, "You just wait." And then he spit another egg out.
All right. I don't believe any of that.
And then I said, "If your ghost hurt bird as a man, shapeshift into a bird again and fly out of here between the bars."
Well, did what you was looking at do that?
No.
Well,
no, he fell
that's
asleep.
because you're crazy.
He fell asleep, and then I passed out in the
No.
morning. He wasn't there anymore. But there
Look.
was some feathers and something that could have been egg or something that come out of somebody.
All right,
I wasn't sure.
just shut up about what you say in the drunk tank, because you drunk and
Listen,
on drugs.
he
I don't
said
want to hear
3
it.
He said and then he give me $25.
He could have said the ABCs and backwards and forwards, and you wouldn't know. Of course, he could say that. He probably wouldn't have wound up in a drunk tank to begin with.
Yeah, that's one of the things they do, backwards and forwards,
Yeah.
and then you walk the line, and then
Yeah.
you touch your nose,
Yeah.
which look like a beak.
Yeah.
He give me $25. He said, "Terror is on wing."
What?
He said, "Terror is..."
That's not Terry's on wings.
That's what he said.
That's not a
He
sponsor.
said,
That's a,
"Terror is on..."
I want to
wings.
see $25 looks like to come from a damn hallucination. I don't believe a word you're saying. Oh, hell, you could have got that anywhere. I don't take out money and show it. I don't want to see it.
$5.
All right.
1,
I know how to count. I don't need
2,
to. All right. I don't need to see you take
3,
every. Just.
4. I have a lot of ones. 5, 6. This
Oh.
is what you get when you sell pills to a stripper.
All right. Shut your
7.
mouth.
I think that son of a bitch stiffed me.
Well.
I got 7-1, so you want to go strip club?
No, I don't want to go to no strip club. That is undignified for the mayor to be at places like that.
I think it shows that you're in touch with the common
No.
man and lady
No.
in 12-inch heels.
No.
Well, Jackie, with only a couple more podcasts or one left to do, it sounds like Murfreesboro is in terrible hands.
Shut
And also, your death is imminent.
What?
It's what the Birdman
That's
said.
crazy talk. Don't talk. First
Not
off,
the Birdman, as in Dr. Birdman, who is now
That's Dr.
Bird
Bird
Lady.
Lady, yeah.
But the Birdman, as in Ghost Hurt Bird.
don't say
the
those
bird
words.
Who walks as a man.
That's bad luck saying that kind of stuff out loud. Don't even talk about that stuff. Just leave it. Leave it be. You try to get people scared is what you do. There's some people who don't know better. You say stuff like that, scares the hell out of them. Don't talk that way. Don't want to hear it.
Speaking of people getting scared,
Yeah.
looks here like old John King is saying Donald Trump is ahead in Michigan.
Well, he's taking all of it, right?
Folks, it is about 9:30 Tennessee time as we record this, and so if you're listening later, that's where we were when all this was going down. A lot of people online freaking out if they don't like Trump. I haven't seen what the Trump people online are doing.
I'm sure it's awful if it's anything like him, you know.
But I would imagine it's glow. Look, you can see Wolf Blitzer's notes.
What?
I wish you could see this. They had a really good shot of his notepad.
It looked like, "Help me, get me out of here," is what it looked like it was written on it.
Was he talking about the country or CNN?
What's this here he doing? He's saying, "President, look at them numbers." What are that for?
That's in Wayne County, 2012.
Oh, Wayne County.
Gary Johnson keeps getting like 2%, 3% in these places.
I wish I knew how to do that stuff he does. He touches that thing on TV and it goes big, goes little, something like that. When you get up, I got to wear these glasses to see him. If I could just touch that and make it big like he does, then I could see it.
Like if you could touch John King and make him big, like John King touches maps and makes him big.
Well, I was thinking just a map. If I could do that, then I could take out the middleman. I don't need him.
I'm pretty sure if you touch John King in the right places, he gets big.
Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth about John King. I don't want to hear anything about.
I have a magic map of John King's erogenous zone.
Just shut your mouth.
Dana Bash used to.
Shut your mouth. I don't want to hear.
Look here, Colorado.
What, she finally get one?
She's ahead right now. Folks, you can see this for yourself on CNN. Jackie.
I won't hear us talk about it.
It does seem at this point. Now, tomorrow you may listen to this and go, oh, that was at the point last night when everybody thought Trump was going to win.
Yeah.
But at this point, it does look like Trump is going to win.
Yeah.
Right? If he's winning in North Carolina, and he's winning in Florida, and he's winning in Ohio,
then that's how the city does it. He goes through those things and wins.
What else does he need to win? Is he going to win Michigan? Is he going to win?
He's ahead everywhere. Look on the thing. Every place he touches, he's ahead.
He's ahead in Virginia. Maybe John King should stop touching things.
It ain't his fault. Don't blame this on John King. Good Lord.
Man, they were talking a lot about John King.
Just turn it off or turn it away. You'd get tired. I just like I said, if I could just hit it and look at the map, I'd be all right.
As mayor, how will you work with Donald Trump? What do you think your relationship with our new president?
I ain't gonna know the first thing about Donald Trump. He ain't gonna have nothing to do with Murphy.
You don't know the first. We've been covering this election.
I know. I said I won't know first thing
more about Donald Trump.
I said I don't know first thing about. Well, I'm gonna meet him or not, anything like that. He ain't got no business coming to see the mayor of Murfreesboro. What's he won't do that for?
Probably throw you in jail when he sees all the videos you made in the past year.
Well,
how about that one when you endorsed Hillary Clinton or you begged Southerners not to vote for him? What
will.
About that one where you said Trump was the worst thing that ever happened to America? I figured there's one like that.
That's how I felt. Yeah, that's how I still feel. I ain't changed my mind because he went on anything, but it ain't surprising me either because he won everything else. You said, this is silly, this, and then he wins it. And everybody said, that ain't gonna, and then he wins it, and here it is again. So why is this any different than every other thing that happened?
Do you remember when he rode down that escalator? And we laughed and we laughed.
It was fun. It's still kind of funny, but I guess it's not as funny now. If it wins, I don't know. We'd have to look at it to decide, and I don't feel like watching it right now.
You don't want to walk back through memory lane of the last 15
Why? That's why we quit doing this thing. We got this, before everybody started complaining or said something about Trump issues, what are we going to do? First off, we want to thank everybody out there who give us anything for Castarda because we wouldn't be doing it without you. I hope we fulfill the obligation to all of you people, but we're going to do this and tonight. And next, I may be too busy. I said I'd do one more of these podcasts. Do that next Tuesday, and that's it. And we'll do some sort of video on Trump winning tomorrow, I reckon.
If we keep doing podcasts, we could do Joe Scarborough tweets because he just tweeted, Trump energized voters and the RNC ran an amazing ground game.
Who?
Joe Scarborough.
Scarborough, yeah.
Dan Rather says markets are reacting to a potential Trump win. Dow futures are down 500 points and world markets are falling.
Yeah.
But does that matter to anybody that likes Trump? I mean, who cares about world markets?
Yeah.
What about my supermarket? Why are there so many minorities in it when I go to buy frozen chicken?
We'll see how much he's able to do. I don't know. Well, we're taking the Senate too, right? The Republicans taking the Senate. So if they got all that, they can just do whatever the hell they wants to, I guess.
If Democrats do not win the Senate, then it'll be Republican, sort of a Republican president.
Yeah. That's the
Whatever
one
Trump
thing. I'm telling you right now, there's going to be he's going to do some things that Republicans just ain't going to like. But, so be it. He's going to do it. That's what we've been telling you that from the beginning. But that's, so be it.
And then so they'll be in charge of the Senate. So that's great. The Republicans will control both houses. So there will be a lot of Republicans in there who get super frustrated at everything Donald Trump does.
Yep.
That embarrasses them.
Yep. And be it
I was
every
gonna
day.
say holds them back as a party, but apparently he just. So is damn Rance Priebus a genius?
I tell you who's the biggest thing out of this. That's old Miss Kellyanne Conway right there. She's gonna go places. You watch out for her.
Where's she gonna go? She just elected the president.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I guess that's as high as you get. Yeah. Well, she can retire like me, or be a mayor. Same thing.
Yeah, folks. When you hear this tomorrow, just think. Now again, Hillary Clinton could still win this.
Hell.
Are there people she could murder to get what she wants right now? I don't know who that would be.
Too little late in the game.
John King, maybe.
And John King, she ain't gonna make him touch that map any different than they're going to. That's the point. You can touch that map however you want to, and she's still gonna say the same thing to you. So,
John King is shit out of luck no matter who is president tomorrow. Hillary Clinton, Donald Trump, they're both coming.
I tell you who's worried about, the press got to be, as much as he said about them, what's he wanting to do with the press, they don't like him winning. That's,
There may not be a press.
Yeah, well, that could be. We'll see.
I mean, there'll be Breitbart. Maybe what will happen is there'll be mandatory subscriptions to Breitbart newspaper. And the newsboy will peer in your windows and make sure you're not married to anyone who's brown. And he'll keep a little list of what's going on in your home.
It's like a racist Santa Claus.
Racist Santa Claus will bring the news to you every morning. And like the news that morning will be what he saw in your house the night before.
That don't sound good. I don't like the sound of that at all. Shouldn't be looking at people when it's that's old old Snowden's, right? He's out of the country now. He's glad he's out of the country.
I thought you were going to say Snowbird. I was going to say Snowbird never looked in nobody's
windows.
No,
what I said Snowden. I wouldn't say Snowbird is a peeping Tom. I never accused that.
Channel 4, folks, if you're not from the Nashville area, let me just say that Snowbird is a beloved weather mascot from NBC Channel 4. He lets the children know when the roads are too slick and slippery and icy to transport them to school.
Yeah, him and old Bill Hall, who's passed on as a local newsman, they were the funniest two people ever together. Them two together just make you laugh all night.
Ralph Emery and Shotgun Red. Also.
They're good. They're good. They wasn't as good
number
as Bill.
Two. They're number two.
They wasn't as good as Bill Hall. Look at, I know there's some of that on YouTube or iTunes or whatever it is. Charge on computer. Type in old Bill Hall Snowbird. You'll see some good old, funny weather routine.
Weather comedy.
Yeah.
If you love weather comedy, check out Bill Hall and Snowbird.
They're good.
Bill Hall passed on. I'm glad he didn't live to see this. Snowbird, still alive. And apparently, if he's wants to continue being on the television, then he's going to be an important part of Trump's army.
Yep. Let's see what happens. But I was saying government already, you talk about them going around government. That's how Snowden said the government already doing that, looking at everybody's computer, looking at everybody all the time, right?
Yeah, there are. I think pretty much everybody's constantly going through everything we got.
Yep.
I guess it just matters. Is it Comey? Is it Trump? So, okay, is Comey going to get to keep his job if it's President Trump?
Well, now he would have if he hadn't come back out and said something again.
Oh, what a mistake. Oh, he almost had it.
He thought,
if he had kept his damn mouth shut for one more weekend.
Well, Comey deserves whatever he gets. He go back and forth like that.
You know what? I should send one more letter. Should I send one more letter?
That's what he's doing right now, asking somebody.
You know what? I wouldn't send any more. You know what? I'm going to just send one more letter. I'm going to tell him everything's cool.
He asking, is it too late? I get at least, how much, can I get one more letter out?
What time does the post office close, you guys? Do we use stamps.com or can I go to the... So he got another letter out, and guess what? Gulag for Comey.
Yeah.
I love that book.
What's that?
Well, it's goulash for Comey.
Goulash. That's goulash. I used to like that. Yeah, but a hamburger, macaroni and stuff. It's good.
I turned CNN back on just to see if they were giving us any important updates. But I hate he's always going down in these counties.
These little tiny places. I don't know
like,
first thing about it. Yeah.
Wayne County, that's Eminem.
Who? M&M's.
See, he's going to be in trouble because he put out that song where he was murdering Trump supporters.
Yeah.
Trump don't care about
it.
Eminem.
Just because Trump is president now don't mean people all of a sudden going to start liking him. That ain't, he may try to put a stop to it that you don't like him, but other than that, I don't think,
How would you think he would do that? Through legislation or just
if he
intimidation?
If he could pass whatever he wants to, if he got the Republicans, hopefully some Republicans know better to let him do some stuff, but,
Oh, man, the Dixie Chicks were just on the verge of a comeback.
Who?
The Dixie Chicks just performed with Beyonce on the country music. That will never happen again, folks. If you're like, well, I can't wait for the damn whichever country music awards those were to see Beyonce again next year, not gonna happen.
No.
The Dixie Chicks, sorry, that was probably the last time anyone will ever hear from them.
Yeah.
But on the plus side, get ready to hear a bluegrass version of Cat Scratch Fever.
What is it?
Cat Scratch Fever.
Yeah, that's a song.
Are you looking in the Facebook Live phone ever, or are you just looking in the regular camera ever?
And I'm looking down at what I'm drinking, looking at the table, looking at where am I supposed to look?
The people are putting comments on Facebook Live, but I cannot read them.
I can't read into that either. It's far away to see it, son. I got glasses on. I still can't see it.
Yeah. Maybe we should do 2 more podcasts to make up for this one.
Yeah. And I got to come up with a victory speech. We can stop this anytime you want to.
Yeah,
I got something I got to write.
Let's just real quickly, just to freeze this moment in time, 9:47 on election night, 2016.
Yeah.
Let's just see what people freaking out. The nightmare is real.
Yeah.
Can't believe this is happening. What the fuck, Florida?
All right. Don't say that. If they're going to cuss, I don't want to hear about it.
Fox calls North Carolina for Trump.
Yeah.
Pat McCrory won in North Carolina. Florida, Trump's current lead, 116,000. Johnson Stein votes, 248,000.
Yeah.
I'd say people are. Hillary Clinton wins Colorado, keeping her hopes of victory alive. I guess that's where we are right now. Hillary Clinton won Colorado, keeping her hopes of victory alive.
Ain't nothing else to say about that. That's it, yeah.
And somebody underneath that says, damn, I'm nervous.
Where are you reading that shot? Where's that
This
at?
is on Twitter, Jackie.
On what is it?
You're going to have to open, as mayor of Murfreesboro, you've got to open up a Twitter account.
What is it? That's what Fred Thompson does, Twitters, or he did, God rest his soul.
Hey, you know what? Let's go just real quickly here, folks. We did our sponsors, and we did our election, Where Are We Now?
Yeah.
Let's just very, very quickly. What's the man's name sings Devil Went Down to Georgia?
That's Charles Daniels.
Fuck. You know what? If I get thrown into the gulag, maybe they'll take care of me for my early onset dementia.
Huh?
You don't get health. It's not prison. You don't get health care in the gulag.
No, you don't get health care.
You just work yourself to death. If you forget where you're supposed to be going, they just
throw you in a pile.
Yeah. 13 hours ago, Charlie Daniels says, today is a day of reckoning that will decide the future of our children and grandchildren.
Yeah.
God help us to make the right choice.
Yeah.
The people are speaking right now, he says. Just depends on whose voice is the loudest.
Yep.
One thing I've learned this election cycle, the law is for the little people.
Law is for the little people, yeah.
I don't understand what that means.
Yeah.
Did John McCain win?
Was he?
Sorry, this is just us looking at the internet. It's John McCain.
You keep moving everything your finger, and I can't look at it for long. It's hard enough for me to
John
look at it.
McCain won, Jackie. He may be. Oh wow, he may be the only elected official older than you.
Yeah.
You guys should start a club or something.
I ain't gonna start no John McCain club.
You should
Hell
start an
no.
afternoon nap club with John McCain. You guys can just Skype each other and nod off.
Yeah.
Cindy McCain still looks good. Somebody on Twitter, Gwen Sharp, Jackie, just blamed you for Trump's election.
What did I do? What the hell did I do?
You waited too long for your Hillary endorsement.
Oh, hell.
Thanks, Gwen, for keeping it real.
I was too busy working working to be the mayor to worry about Hillary Clinton's and everything. But I just, like I said, Trump won everything else. He's just gonna keep winning this. So there you go.
So you are officially no longer employed at Jackie's. When do we have to clear out of here?
Huh? Yeah. That's. I told till next Tuesday. You got to get all this stuff out of here.
Till next Tuesday.
Yeah. That's the next
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Are you going to clear all this stuff, all this junk in here, all these newspapers and egg cartons and stuff out of here?
Well, if I got to take all that was here when I know I put it there, but I ain't got no place for it at home, so they can just do it.
That's been here since I started because I put it here.
Well, yeah, but I ain't gonna take it home. I mean, they'll do something with it. I hope. It ain't up to me.
Are you gonna build a fancy new house?
I don't know what I'm gonna do. I may go, take some vacation time, see some place.
You're the mayor of Murfreesboro. You can't take vacation time.
Yes, I can. They won't know. If anything comes up, they can call me. It's a mayor of Murph. But like you say it like it's hard brain surgery work or something. It ain't nothing.
Have you thought about making me assistant mayor?
I ain't thought about maybe finding you something in a mailroom. That's all I thought about with you. But I may not even do that.
Do you think maybe if you called me vice mayor and I worked in the mailroom, I could still handle important administrative decisions?
I'm talking to little Jekyll boy about that.
Truck Jekyll?
Yeah, a little truck.
Wait, you gonna make Truck Jekyll? He's just a child.
But he likes it. I know something wrong with him. That's why he likes it in the office there. He likes everything about it. It'd break my heart to see him drag him out of there screaming and crying. I don't want to see that.
It would be sad.
Yeah. He can stay in here. He give him some magazines, some funny books.
He chews on all that paper, though.
Well, he don't.
He shapes them into snake heads.
Just clean it up afterwards, yeah.
Yeah, this is a good election night podcast, folks. Thanks for listening to us.
Yeah, first off, I want to thank everybody, whether you're on, what is this one? This one's on something, and this one's on something.
Yeah,
I can't keep
that's on Facebook
two.
Live, and that's on.
What's this here on? This is something
that's
here.
Recording the podcast. This is YouTube.
That's a button you
podcast.
tell me what to hit for the time thing. It's 42.
You're not going to learn it now. It's been 12 years, Jackie.
All right, there, but we appreciate it. We'll be on next Tuesday. Look forward to saying goodbye to everybody, and we can't thank you enough for everything. And we'll see you tomorrow on that's YouTube's on tomorrow, right?
Yes, sir.
And what else?
YouTube's.
It's Chachi's, YouTube's, iTunes, and something else. I can't remember all of them. It's on the computer. That's one thing is me. I'm going to quit doing. I'm going to quit looking at any of this stuff.
You have to do more. You got to get on all of them.
I'm going to be looking at a fishing boat somewhere. Think about going down to Florida or something, going somewhere, just getting
you're going to be trying to figure out Snapchat.
Well, I don't know what that is, but I just want to.
Or one of your aides will.
Well, do I have one of them? That ain't what Truck Jekyll is. He's vice something, right?
I think Truck Jekyll is your aides.
Oh, well.
One of them.
I don't want to take him to Florida. He likes it here in the office. He can stay here. Somebody look after him. He can stay in here. Or they in the courthouse, not here.
Dottie Jack will go with you, Florida.
I don't want to take Dottie Jack. I'm taking Miss Sproles. Good outdoor air, good for her. I can wheel her around down there off a beach, or something like that. That'd be nice. That's what I'm thinking about doing. But
take her down to Florida, Trump country.
Well, that's everywhere. What you talk about? It's Florida. It's everywhere now. All right, then. Is that it?
Yep.
All right, then. Thank you kindly. I ain't going to get up and walk over and turn that off. You do that.
That's too much.
You told me to hit this one. Which one button do I hit here? This one. Hey, what is that fell on me? Hang on a second. Now's the time. parkists come out really great. We know our time is at an end, so until we meet again, we'll just have to say goodbye, friend. Saying bye-bye always brings us down. But our bags are packed and we have to leave town. A postcard to you we will send if a stamp to us you'll lend, so we can write and say goodbye, 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 goodbye. This is, we didn't play the early song. This is the goodbye song.
We forgot to play the. So we can just put that on at the top. Why couldn't we just add it on to it?
I don't know how any of this stuff works. We mean they put it on the top.
Asking you specifically to do it.
I don't. Well, who's going to do that? You?
You're the mayor.
What?
Create an office to do that.
I don't. The mayor don't have to do parkies. That's one thing. This ain't something I have to keep doing.
Welcome to
No.
2016, Jackie. I think your understanding of what the mayor is stuck in.
Well, let me tell you what Murfreesboro mayor's going to be. You're going to be fishing in a hot climate on the boat. That's what mayor's going
sounds
to be.
like Jaws
here.
mayor.
What? Jaws mayor, he never went on the boat. He's too chicken. Remember him? He was like, I wouldn't be that. Of course, I wouldn't be in a mayor. I had sharks anyway. That'd be the first place I would. We ain't got sharks here in Murfreesboro. Never have.